Hey friends, this is a short video to teach you how to breathe deeply. So if we take a full breath in, we want to use the full capacity of our lungs. And the easiest way to learn that is to divide the capacity in three parts. So breathing into the belly, breathing into the rib cage, especially here the side ribs, and then breathing all the way up here into the collarbones. So we're going to break these three parts down, breathe into them individually, and then combine them together. And this is a good technique to teach you how to take a full breath in and a deep breath out. So you can breathe deeply, which will be so beneficial for your body and mind, because we need a lot of oxygen to function properly and to also get rid of the acidity that builds up inside of the body. So I recommend you check Wim Hof for a little bit of science background on what deep breathing can do. If you would need a little more motivation to breathe more in your daily life. But let's get right into it. So we start with the belly. And here's an option to sit, or you can also lie down for the first part, because sometimes lying on your back is very helpful with breathing into the belly. So see what works for you. If you've done belly breathing before, you may not need it. Otherwise, lie down on the floor. So close your eyes and then bring your hand just underneath the belly button, or both hands as well. And at first, relax the belly. So make sure the belly is soft and sticking out and just very, very relaxed. And then remember that if you sleep, if you're fully relaxed, you will automatically breathe into the belly. So if this feels a little unnatural, know that you can do this. And now you can imagine that you're breathing in and out through the belly itself, as if the belly has a nose. So sometimes that helps. And when you breathe in, you fill up the belly with air. And when you exhale, you let that air back out, and that's why the belly moves back towards the spine. And at first, you can help yourself by making that movement, exactly helping the movement a little bit. So with the inhale, you can stick the belly out a bit. And with the exhale, you draw it back in. Keep the belly relaxed. The inhale, it blows up like a balloon. And with the exhale, it sinks back. Let's do a few more of those. Inhale, it expands, and with the exhale, draws back. So naturally, we know that we're not really breathing into the belly, but if we're breathing down to the lowest part of our lungs, we activate the diaphragm that pushes down, and that's how the belly sticks out. And as we exhale, the diaphragm moves back up, and that's why the belly goes back towards the spine. And there's more space for the belly again. Take a few more breaths. And then you can finish the last round. And bring the hands back to the thighs. And maybe if you've been lying down, you can sit back up. So this breathing here into the belly has more of a calming and relaxing effect. Maybe you've noticed it yourself. So when I feel anxious or when there is a situation that I feel in danger, say in a car or whatever it is, I try to breathe down into the belly because it activates the parasympathetic nervous system and it brings a sense of safety and calmness back. So this is the breath number 1. Now we're going to the ribs. So for that one, I invite you to bring the palms of the hands here to the side ribs. So it would be where the bra strap is for women. So you press the palms into the ribs. So we want to have a little pressure here. That will help you. And now let's breathe only into the ribs as much as you can. So with the inhale, imagine that you're pushing the palms away from you. So you're opening the rib cage here, and with the exhale, keep that pressure and bring the palms back together. So I hope you can see in the video here. So with the inhale, I create space, I blow up the rib cage, I breathe into the middle part of my lungs, and that presses the palms away from each other, and with the exhale, goes back. Let's do a few of those. Feel how the ribs open, create space, and exhale. Keep that pressure. The pressure is really helpful. Make sure the palms are not too much forward, quite here on the side. Let's take about 5 more breaths. So you can forget about the belly for now and guide the breath into the rib cage. The inhale, it opens to the side. With the exhale, goes back to center, and just keep breathing through the nose. Two more breaths. Then release the hands. So how was that for you? So generally speaking, if we breathe into the rib cage and fully blow up here the middle part of the lungs, that brings up a lot of oxygen into our system. It has a very energizing effect. So this is really good if you feel a little low or sluggish. Good. So now we're coming to the last part, which is up here. So ironically, when we try to breathe into here, sometimes it feels a little weird and we have to concentrate on that. But when we are stressed and when we're not conscious, we often only breathe here to that part. So let's see. Let's bring the hands here onto the collarbone. So just rest them here onto the chest. And then let the fingertips just slightly touch. And we want to breathe into the upper part of our lungs. So see if you can feel a gentle rising and falling of the breath. So don't think about the belly and the rib cage for now. So we concentrate on the upper part. Feel that gentle falling and rising. And as you rise, maybe there's a little bit of expanding where your fingertips just go a little outside. And when you fall, the fingertips touch again. So gentle lifting, rising and falling here of the chest. So one more breath. And release the hands. So this is not necessarily a bad breath. It's just if we don't use all of the lungs, sometimes we don't get all the benefit from it. But one of the things of breathing shallow here is that the oxygen goes straight into the brain, and so it has an activating effect on the mind, which is sometimes a good thing, but not always. And now we want to combine all three together. So if you want to go through those three parts again, you can also pause and just feel into that path where maybe you felt a little more resistance. And it would be different for each and every one because we all breathe slightly different. But with the deep breathing, we want to harmonize all of it. So let's start with the belly again. And we're going to break the breath down into three parts. So we breathe a third into the belly, then a third into the rib cage, and a third all the way up, filling the last little bit of the lungs into the collarbones. And then we exhale and we start again with the belly. So a third comes out of the belly, a third comes out of the rib cage, and a third comes out of the collarbones. And then we breathe in again, starting at the belly. So think of like a third for each part and just a slight pause after every part. So let's just take a breath in and out. Fully out. And now breathe a third into your belly. Hold the breath here. Bring your hands to the rib cage and then breathe in a third here. Hold the breath in. Bring the hands to the collarbones and fill up the last bit. Okay, and then hands back down to the belly. Breathe out a third here. Hold the breath. Bring the hands to the rib cage and breathe out for the next third. Hands to your collarbones, last bit here. Again, hands to the belly. Inhale for a third. Hands to rib cage. Inhale here. Hands to the collarbones, last third. Continue. Hands to the belly. Exhale. To the rib cage. To the collarbones. Let's do a few more rounds in your time. So take the hands with you for this one. Fill up all the way to the top and then exhale, hands down to the belly. Do 3 more rounds. Take your time here. Feel the movement of the body assisting you in the breath. And then finish the last round. And bring the hands back down to the thighs whenever you're ready. Alright, now we want to make the breath a little more smooth, and you can use your hands here if you want. You can also let them just be on your thighs or wherever they're comfortable. So Let's think again of a third in each section, and we start with the belly for the in and for the exhale. So let's take a breath in and out. Sitting straight, always chin slightly towards the chest, so you have the neck long as well. And now breathe into the belly. Fill up the rib cage. Lift up the last bit here into the collarbones. And really fill up the body with breath. New energy, new oxygen. And now let's get everything out. So exhale, first belly. And then a rib cage. And then let's sink down the chest. Do a few in your own time. Think of each part. You can use your hands if you want to. And this time we just have it a little smoother, so we don't really have any pauses within the 3 sections. So continue. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Full inhale, full exhale. So if we fully exhale, we get rid of all the stale air, carbon dioxide. And we make space for fresh air, for fresh oxygen. Fuel for all our cells, all the cells, and for our brain, giving us more energy. So feel how that feels inside of your body to really drink in fresh air and really let go of everything old and stale. Let's take 3 deep breaths more. Smoothly linking together all 3 parts. Last one. And then finish after the exhale, so finish this round. Let the breath return to a natural state of being. Feel how this breath technique has provided you with more energy, maybe more calmness as well. Feel free to do this as often as you need to let the breath become a bit more natural. And thank you for listening. Thank you for participating, and have a wonderful day.